We were discussing about the design research or designing of research methodology, right? So in last class we tried to understand that research and what kind of designing it is possible, right? So whenever we are going to design some methodology for the research, it will be having our own consumption, our own assumption. Like here you can see in the established theory and the unknown and what is known and what is tested. Three category I have divided here, right? So here, if it is any kind of research, say for example in medical line, if you are trying to find out the any diabetic drug which will be having capability to reduce the blood sugar and the urine sugar level in the body, so when you are going to design the methods or the strategy, what are the things you are going to consider? The first one, established theory and ideas onto the diabetes, right? For example, what is the type of diabetes which has been already proven, right? It is established that there are two types of diabetes, type 1 and type 2, insulin dependent and non insulin dependent, right? So here in established theory and ideas, there are knowledge, what kind of knowledge you can gain from the theory existing or from the ideas existing, which somebody, some scholar, some scientist, some medical researchers, they have already gained that knowledge, that you have to go through. And the second one, the world, you suppose you are doing that research, you are designing that methodology in India. So in India, what are the type of diabetic patients are existing, and what kind of things it is going on, that only theory and idea will not be sufficient. You need to connect with the entire world, in different countries, in European countries or in Australia or in US, what kind of things are going on in the diabetic patient, what are the symptoms, what are the critical situation, what kind of problem they are getting, and what kind of medication they have already implemented, that you need to know. The third one, under established theory and idea, understanding, you need to understand that these kinds of diabetic patient will find in the US, or this kind of, you need to understand the theory which has been established, and what is appropriate for your research, which you are designing in your region, in your area, that which one is going to be appropriate, which method you are going to take, which model you are going to take, and all those things. Then coming to the unknown, it will all existing in your idea, right? Unknown. So yeah, here in unknown, for example, the new theory, right? New theory, it may be going to establish by you or by the new scholar, right? Because the your research basis is the problem, you have chosen this particular topic or this particular section because you thought that that problem or the medication or the treatment pattern which is established, that is not sufficient. That's what you are going for, the unknown. There may be some more solution which will be suitable for the new theory, new application. You are going to apply the new application, and this which you are going to establish, that's what it is called research. Research means trying to find out the truth which is not there till now. Then third one, hybrid use, whatever the use it is there till today, that is not the proper, or it is not suitable or not up to the marks which will be able to control or manage the problem which is existing with the society. That's what. The fourth one, new contest, you are going to establish the new contest which is unknown. Then the next one is the gaps in knowledge, that gap we are going to fulfill, because since whatever the method, whatever the medication it is available, it is not able to complete the treatment, not able to cure the disease. That's what you are going to establish, this gap bridge. That knowledge this was not known, that's what it is going to fail. So I am giving the new context, that's what it is fulfilling the gap in between the knowledges. Then a new technology, the tactics, the methodology, it is going to be new. And if it is the old person, how the going to be the medication, if it is the initial or pre-stage of diabetic, how is the going to be the medication. So completely new technology you are going to establish, which is unknown, because this is the basis of your design. Then third one, what is known and what is tested, right? That also you have to take it into the consideration. And the first point you can see under this, appropriate search technique. Because if you are able to know that what has been work carried out and what is known, you can exclude those things, and you are not going to adopt that methodology again into your design, again into your research. And what has been tested, suppose neem plant, Azadirachta indica, Malvaceae family, it is already established and well known that it is having anti-diabetic activity. So again you are not going to select the same plant with the same animal model, albino rat or albino mice, and you are not going to test the same kind of, we are going to exclude that plant. It is already having anti-diabetic activity and it has been tested 10 years ago or 20 years ago, so I am not going to touch that plant and that animal model, right? Then second one, peer agreement. And you need to define also whatever the things you are going to have this knowledge, that you are going to define, right? So coming to the research methodology design, the next one, a research proposal. That's what I told you, the protocol writing into the step of research. So you need to produce the proposal, that what are the type of plant you are going to take, what are the type of animal you are going to take for the preclinical study, and how the group is going to divide, how many strength of test drug you are going to take. You need to have that proposal, right? In that proposal you are going to mention that what do you want to investigate. First question, right? You want to do for hepatoprotective, anti-inflammatory, analgesic, anti-diabetic, anti-cancer, anti-HIV, what you are going to investigate, that should be very much clearly mentioned in your proposal. Here you can see in the first point, the develop main research question. Already I told you in the last class that the research question, it is the basis of our entire program, because the question is only the origin of your research. So you need to develop what are the point you need to consider, that I discussed, right? It should be a strong question, and it should be the whatever the outcome it is going to come, that will be helpful for the mankind, right? Then only it is going to work out. Then extract and order your question, because the question may be the long list of the question. So you need to extract the strong question, and you need to order one by one. The first question, this one, this, that what is the type of diabetes, then once diabetes will come, what are the type of medication existing, then this medication if they are not working out, what is the reason that they are not fulfilling to the requirement which is required for the mankind, and they are not able to control their sugar level. Then what is the alternative, which whether you are going to select the animal kingdom, plant kingdom, microbials or marine kingdom, what kind of kingdom you are going to select, the field where you can find out the new kinds of medication, and you need to order it. Then at the last, write up the background of your research problem. What is the background, why diabetes is harmful, how the people are losing their work strength, how the people they are getting diabetes in earlier stage. You need to write the theme of your research problem, that if this problem is really existing or not, and whatever you are going to do, that is going to be worthfully or not, that you need to propose proper way. Then second heading in the research proposal, that is, what do others researchers say about your problem, that also you need to screen properly. Because you are not only the one who is doing work onto the anti-diabetic drug, there are millions of scientists, they are still working on to the diabetes field. So what is their opinion, how you need not to go to Australia, you need not go to the US and ask the personally the interrogate to the those particular scientists. Now we are having the online platform, and in that there are so many groups are also there, like LinkedIn is there, ResearchGate is there, where all the scientists they will join, like how you are joining in Facebook and WhatsApp, you are creating the group and you are discussing the what the things going on between you people. Like that, scientists will also have the group, and there they can discuss that, there they can ask, you can log in into the ResearchGate and you will find out how the questions will be placed, and the different scientists or scholars, those who are working in the same field, they will be also answering about that question, and the lot of comments will be there, so you will get your answer. Likewise, you need to find out the first point under this, the find appropriate background information from appropriate source. So what do you mean by appropriate source? The person who is telling about your problem or about your topic, what is his background, whether he is scientist or whether he is scholar, or he is like you only, or he is below you need to find out this particular information which you are getting, that is from appropriate source or not. The person who is working in the central government funding laboratory, or in the recognized scientist or recognized scholar or not. That the second point under what other researchers says, in that write up what they said in your literature review, whatever the findings you have collected or compiled, what is their opinion, how they are saying whether this particular work it is false one, or it is actually worthfully that you can consider in your work or not. That you need to screen in a proper way, it will take the time. It is not that hurry you have designed and you have gone through, because if you will go into that field after working so many months and so many years in that particular plant or in that particular animal extract, if you will find that this has been done somewhere in the world, and your work it is already late, so you are not going to publish that, you are not going to go for patent, you are not going to have the worth fully for your work, whatever the hard work you have done. That's what it should be, novel one, then only it will be called research. Third one, how are you going to investigate the topic, which has been originated from your problem, like anti-diabetic activity, for example phytochemical screening and biological evaluation of Momordica charantia or bitter gourd. For example, this topic you have got from your problem, that diabetes is existing in Guntapalli village, and a lot of 80% of the population it is infected from diabetes type 1 or type 2. So we need to go for some alternate Ayurvedic formulation which will be useful for the mankind. You have got, you selected the topic, that phytochemical, why you selected? Because your the source you are taking, that is the plant, right? So phytochemical screening, ultimately you are going to screen the which constituents is responsible to show the anti-diabetic activity. Then biological evaluation, you need to check that particular extract or isolates onto the biological system or any animal model, rat, mice or whatever suitable model which is having resemblance, the anatomically resemblance to the human body, then only you are going. So that's what, how you are going to investigate, what is going to be the selection of the plant, where it is available, what is the geographical source, whether it is available in India or not, edible or non-edible. So all those things you need to propose in that first point, that appropriate theories. You need to have that diabetes is called the metabolic disorder, and it is not metabolizing in blood, that's what in the blood the sugar level is increased. Like that, you need to have the theory on your topic, And if you are taking the Momordica charantia or bitter gourd, so these bitter gourds family other plants are already existing as an anti-diabetic drug, so this plant also may have the anti-diabetic activity. That is my theory, the basis of selecting this particular plant or this particular model. Then next point under the how you are going to investigate your topic, that is the select methods and styles of research and practical outlines. You need to say the methods, what method you are going to take, right? How you are going to create the diabetes onto your animal model, because ultimately you are going to test your drug in that particular rat. So that rat should be diabetic. So which of the irritating agent you are going to use, like streptozotocin induced, alloxan induced model, right? Alloxan if you will induce, it will increase the diabetes, it will damage the beta cells of the pancreas and all those things. So you need to reveal your methods and the style of research, how it is going to be for 1 week, 10 days, acute, chronic, what is the type of damage you are taking, what is the type of test drug concentration you are going to take, all those things. Then third point under this, how you will go about answering your research problem. If you will test the drug, and if you, because once if you induce the diabetes, you need to collect the blood sample, you have to check, now diabetes has been, the sugar level has been increased, then you will give your test drug, then you will wait for some time, that ADME, absorption, distribution, metabolism, excretion, then you are going to select the collect the again blood sample, then again you are going to check the diabetes, then whether you are getting the reduction of the sugar level on the blood or urine or not, that you have to check the how whether the your work it is having the proper level of significant or not, that one, right? So ultimate, then you are going to have your reveal your research methodology completely, right? So this is the basis, just I told you for the what you call understanding purpose. So everything lies behind your idea, establish the idea, and accordingly you are going to propose that this is going to be my program for 6 months or 1 year or 1.5 year. Then I will be able to tell whether it is significant or not. So this is the videos for the design research and research methodology, right?